what do you make of that, Echo?
I don't know. Why don't you go touch it and find out? I'll stand back here.
I'm sure it'd be
I'll
fine
stand
back
back here.
here.
Yeah, I'll cover you in my hand crossbow. You go find out.
All right,
You can
I'm
grab
gonna,
those points.
I'm gonna put my bow away and get my swords out again, Dave. Since I'm gonna be in close combat, probably. How far down did you say the skeleton was?
Looks like about towards the end of the hall. About 10 to 15 feet.
Hey Dave, as he gets close to that skeleton, I kind of got my crossbow up, and if it starts to move, I kind of want to like pop a shot off, like in reaction if it starts to move at all towards Al.
All right.
Kind of like hold my action. Like if it starts to move, I'm gonna fire first.
All right. Yeah, Al just kind of stops there, and he's kind of looking around.
Yeah, I don't see it on my screen, so I don't want to get too close and just have it like surprise me.
No, it's right towards the. It's right here in the corner. It's sort of like a.
So like right where I'm at now, sort
of. Yeah. Are you guys? Okay. You guys also please watch your chat box too, everybody, please, because I'm always sending messages to folks.
Oh. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No, that's why I was saying everybody needs to kind of pay attention to chat.
On Roll20, it would give you that little beep whenever somebody chat, but it doesn't do that on here. I didn't notice that was going on.
Yeah, it doesn't do that, unfortunately. I wish it did. It does for Combat Tracker, but not for...
You're right. Right.
And Al kind of like freezes there in the hallway.
Yeah.
Echo.
I kind of heard something. Did y'all hear that voice?
I didn't hear anything.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing.
What's going on?
I don't know. I heard a voice. It sounded like it said, "What are you doing in my temple?"
Well, holler back and say we're just kind of walking around. Because honestly, we're trapped here, so we have no way to get out of his temple.
Oh.
Or she.
I'm just gonna say out loud, we're looking for a way out.
I was totally joking, but okay.
Oh, we are.
So we are, yeah. We can't go back. So.
If you want to speak it,
tell us visiting.
Because if you're hearing this voice though, Al, you can just say it out loud in TeamSpeak, and then I'll answer back in a message.
I'm Al. And I can see why you don't get visitors often. It's pretty dark down in here, and the air's not very good.
And this thing starts to, and this is basically what you start to see as it kind of really starts to, the skeleton starts to shimmy and shimmer a little bit. Looks like the skeleton's kind of rotating around in here. You can actually see that this is really not a skeleton, but it's more of a huge cube form type of slime. And inside of this slime, you can see that, now that you can see this skeleton, it's like a partially decomposed skeleton. You can see some parts of his skin. You can see white hair hanging off of it. So you probably think it is a drow that was consumed by this this huge slime that is in front of you, basically blocking the entire way. And it's just basically standing there looking at you.
All right, I'm just gonna say we're here looking for some items a friend lost some time back.
This is fun. So I said, I have scoured every inch of my temple. Where did your friend hide this treasure?
Oddup, where did you leave your
Yes.
belongings?
Oh, yes, my dagger. The dagger is in a fountain. 'Cause we were trapped. The drow were there. The drow were going to take us. So I hid my dagger and a couple other things in this this fountain that was flowing, and it looked like a huge winged figure. I remember it had weird feet and big wings. That's where I hid it.
All right. I don't know if this thing can hear everybody else, so I'm just gonna say it. Basically, repeat what he said.
Okay.
He left it in a fountain in this temple,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're searching for it.
Okay.
I'm kind of like talking out loud to this thing.
Yeah, no problem. It does ask you one more time. Are you here to steal my treasure? Meaning his drow and his coins.
We're just looking for our friend's dagger.
Okay. So it kind of looks at you weird, his eyes start to cross a little bit, and then the slime starts to kind of retreat. It's actually a rather large slime too, as it fills up this entire area. It just starts to back away. And then it says you may enter.
I guess we're following this thing, Al.
Yeah.
Dude, I was thinking, man, we haven't played Grand Theft Auto in so long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And as you kind of come around the corner, you can see that the ooze, kind of stands to one side, and you can see, instead of him basically taking up the entire 10 foot, 15 foot, it kind of shrinks itself to where you can actually kind of get by it.
Must be cold in here.
Yeah. And you can see that a couple of the coins fall out as he kind of constricts his body to a smaller form. A couple of his coins fall out of his body, and also the sword kind of pokes out halfway, and you have to duck out of the way. Well, the mace, I'm sorry.
So I, on my way by, I throw 5 gold pieces to him as well.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, his eyes look at you, and they start spinning. You know those big, like, craft eyes that is like the plastic bubble? Yeah, with the eye. Yeah, sort of like what Cookie Monster would have. That's what it looks like, as his eyes are spinning. And he tells Al to tell you thank you.
He says thank you for the coin.
It's pretty cool.
It's only fair to pay for passage.
So the slime, he introduces himself as Glabagool, and Glabagool starts to slide down the opposite end of the corridor, looking for more rats and other things to consume.
Is he out of hearing range if I want to whisper something to these guys?
No, you could whisper to him. I'm sure he'll probably hear it.
Oh, then I'm not going to say anything if he's going to hear it.
Oh no, I thought you were wanting to.
I want to whisper something to the group without him hearing me.
Oh, you could do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I just want to whisper to the group.
Yeah.
He seems to be worried that we're going to steal his treasure, so be careful what you touch when we go in here.
Well, he meant his treasure as in the drow that's inside of his body. The
Oh, okay.
half-consumed drow.
Okay.
He's really proud of that drow and those coins that he had. So, and the mace and yeah.
Well, now he has more coins.
Now he has more. Yeah.
And I hope he
It was
remembers
a-
that when we have to go back.
That was actually a pretty beautiful mace that was in that. Very, very beautiful drow quality. That
Yeah,
mace.
I was kind of hoping that he would give me the mace when I gave him the money, like totes. But either way, I figured he was worth giving him some money to pass.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you could work a deal with him. I don't know. You never know. It
I
seems
can-
like
talking to
he's
me.
the
I can
only
shout
one
at
that
him.
can. Yeah, it seems like he's the only one that's speaking telepathically to Al. But we would just, just bypass all the. He says this. Oh, he says this. We would just. I don't know. Maybe he may like coins. I don't know. But his name is Glabagool. Glabbagool. Glabagool. All right. So to the north, the chamber continues into looks like another large area, Al. You get to this room and this is dripping water as well, like the other corner room there. Sort of identical as the other rooms. More cracks in the wall. And then Glabagool sends you a message, Al. He sends you a telepathic message and asks you, why are you destroying my temple? My temple is flooding now.
So I guess I'm gonna, I don't want to yell too loud and make any more of it collapse, but I'll just say out loud, where the entrance collapsed when we came in and the water was already flowing and we're trying to get our friend's dagger and then find a way out. Maybe if you know any other exits from this place, that'll help us not do so much damage to your home.
He goes quiet. Glabagool doesn't say anything else. But there is a chamber that's going to the east, and Oddup says that we're getting close. I think that we only have a little longer to travel. And you get to this corridor here, and it continues to travel east, almost out of your range of vision. Beautiful carved halls, nice smooth floor. Now it's starting to become a little slippery because of all of this water. It's about an inch deep, still flowing. All kinds of vines are starting to, as you come around this next corner, there is an opening, Al, and it looks like it travels to the west, and then it looks like there's also a corridor that travels to the east. And in this corridor to the south, you can see that there's more pools of water. All right, so as you get here, you can see that there is a sort of like 4 open doorways, and these 4 open doorways, they travel from west to east. And each one of these chambers is 5 feet wide. Each one is 5 feet wide.
So are they like rooms, or are they more like hallways?
No, they're actually they're hallways that travel down, like I said, from west to east, and each one of these is a very narrow 5-foot corridor, and they're solid walls.
You guys want to come in here and take a look at this and let me know what you think, which way we should go?
They all seem to be going the same direction.
They do.
With dark vision, can I see, like, how far?
Sure.
You know, like what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, do they
You're
turn, or
here.
do they all go?
Yeah, it seems like this one here that you're looking down, Morvine, it looks like it kind of has like a half left turn. That looks like
Okay.
it goes from west to east, from east to like a southeast.
Okay.
And Brother Echo, your torch, that's all you can really see. Al, where you're at, it looks like the tunnel that you're at, that you're looking down, kind of breaks to the southeast also.
This is weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm gonna come down and look at this one also.
Okay. All right.
Could I use my stoneworking history to see what kind of hallways these are? Which one looks the safest, just by the type of rock that there is?
Sure, you can give me a check, sure. All right. So this is probably an area where they transported dead, because you could see that there are like notches in the wall where there were once like rollers, and they would roll caskets to a certain area, and they would use these to take sarcophaguses into different areas of the temple.
And I'm relaying this to everyone.
Oddup, do you know which way we should go, or is there anything we should know about this area?
He remembers. He doesn't remember going down. They bypassed the top ones. He remembers taking the bottom. Not the ones that you guys are at, but the one down there where Al is, and he remembers traveling down this. He didn't know if the other chambers were going to go anywhere else, because he doesn't know where those chambers go. Now, as for the one on the bottom, he knows that actually leads to the fountain. He tells you,
this the chamber here. This leads to this. This leads south, and then it'll take us right to where the drow captured my brother and I. And inside the fountain is my dagger.
Well, do you want to lead the way and show us where it's at?
sure. Bapito. Oddup, he starts to very slowly walk down the chamber.
Hey Dave, can this be a good time to take a break? I gotta grab a bio and use the restroom.
Sure, yeah, let's go ahead and
Oh yeah.
let's take a break Oddup real quick. Has traveled down to the very western portion of this hall, Al, and he says he can see the fountain from here. All right, give me a stealth check, really quick, Al. Yeah,
Roll 2 20s.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered because he rolled double 20s anyway. Very nice. All right,
Wow.
so yeah, just as you are fixing to take another step forward, your foot kind of makes the floor collapse into a very deep. You can see the bottom of the pit. It's like a 10-foot deep pit. And the floor kind of just like collapses in, and Oddup looks back and he says,
Oh, did I do that?
and because he walked right across it, no problem. But you're a pretty big dude, Al, and as you took a step, your foot kind of made everything, fall right in. I mean, this guy Oddup's only about 40 pounds, so the weight is 50 pounds or more for this thing. But with your great dexterity, you are able to avoid the pit. With your nice perception and dexterous skills, you're able to avoid the pit.
Guys, we're gonna have to back out of here. The floor just opened up in front of me.
It's only 5 feet across, though, right?
Yeah, you guys could do a jump check. It's only going to need like a DC 10 strength. You'd only need a DC 10 strength. So I'll tell you.
How can I tell how far down it is?
It's 10 foot. And
it's 10 foot down?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
10 foot down. And at the bottom of this 10 foot, Al, after you're kind of looking for a second or two, you start to see like a very black, thick gel starting to like ooze up from the floor that had fallen into the pit. This black ooze, this black pudding type of material is starting to creep its way up the wall very slowly. So what do you guys want to do?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like the other hallway goes around too, right? Or maybe there's a pit there too. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess I can try to. What would that be? Like athletics or something?
To jump across, yeah, it'll be athletics, yeah. And Oddup says he'll meet you at the fountain, and Oddup kind of disappears around the corner. All right, so you're able to jump across, Al, and you can see down to the south. There's a fountain. Alright, so Echo, are you going to jump across?
Actually, I'm just going to walk on the side of the wall and just walk across.
I knew you were going to do that. I was going to see if you wanted to jump anyway.
I already planned on walking across.
Beautiful. I love it. Alright, so what about you, Edith? Are you ready to jump across DC 10? Strength athletics?
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
This is your best stat. Make it count. Make it count, girlfriend. You're across.
Oh, that was a deception.
What
Hold
do you?
on.
What is your
Grab the wrong
plus? No, don't worry
5.
about rolling. Okay, you're even better than 13. So yeah, it's an 18. Morvine.
I can't move out really out of the way for you. Hold on.
Catch me.
I'm a dwarf. I don't do well with catching.
I rolled the wrong roll, but
Are you on?
anyway.
Yeah, I think you're on mute again, Dave.
Yeah, just as you made it over the, your jump was great, Morv, and just as you made it over and you and Edith get out of the way, Edith can start to feel this sliminess on her boot as something just slides right off of her boot as she kind of, as part of her check, she pulls her foot away from this. Looks like another one of these oozes that was coming up from this pit. But she pulled her foot off of it, so she untangled her foot. All right, so you can see to the left. Well, as you guys take a left, you can see that there's a path that goes back up to the southwest, and you can see that there's a fountain in a chamber. Stone fountain, with a raised edge.
You want to go in there and get your dagger?
Yeah, Oddup, he's really, really cautious. He's really being cautious here, and he's looking around, looking at the walls, and he says,
The statue doesn't look the same.
and you guys kind of notice that the water is the water's pouring out of the wall to the east. All right, and now the water is up to just below your, I'd say your calf. So your feet are starting to get wet now, and the water in the actual fountain is like a very dirty, brackish water. Now the center of the pool, there's this statue that's resting on top of the pedestal is broken, and you guys remember what Oddup described the statue as?
It had
Some kind of
wings.
flying thing,
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that you can see as part of the statue is just a pair of clawed feet, basically clutching the top of the pedestal that it's standing on. And in the walls, there are 7 of these niches. And one of the niches, as you can see all 7 of the niches, and this niche on the eastern wall, it actually has a very large crack and hole behind it, and that's where the water is pouring out. And then there's 2 other niches on each wall, and then there's one in the middle. And then each one of the 2 niches that that are flanking the fountain, they're empty. But the other niches, they have like sculptures that over time have just kind of wore away into nothing. Looks like sculptures because they're kind of sitting on top of pedestals as well.
Stay away from them. Don't touch anything. I'm so creeped out by this place, I swear.
Yeah, I don't even want to go in there. I just want to wait for him to find his dagger in the muck and then come back out.
Yeah, he comes around here and looks, and you can see him climb up on top of the fountain, and he starts to starts digging around in the pool, and he pulls one hand up, and there's a bunch of like sludge and slime, and he goes, ugh, and he drops it on the ground, and then he's feeling around, and he goes, ah, and then he pulls out a dagger. And it's been here for years, and it looks brand new, just as some of the mud and the ooze kind of drips off of it. And you can see this is a beautiful dagger. It has like a very large spider kind of on the end of the hilt of the dagger. And then he pulls another pouch out of the pool. And then he gets up and kind of wipes his hands on his. He pulls a little towel out of one of his pouches and wipes off his hands. And just as he does that, these small little figurines in the niches, they basically come to life. And as they transform, it looks like they just pour as a liquid onto the floor. And there are 4 more of these oozes.
Of course there are.
Of course
Kara
there are,
doesn't know it,
everyone.
but she is so happy she is not here.
So, everybody go ahead and roll initiative because you all notice this is happening at the same time.
Can't we just say, it's been nice knowing you, and head out the other direction?
Nice, Edith.
Dude, if he's going down, I'm taking his dagger.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, I have it.
You guys are
Well, it doesn't
you guys
matter.
are forgetting one thing about him.
He needs to fly.
Yeah, we need him to fly. You
That's why
need me, you want me to roll again, Dave? So
Unless
I'm supposed to have advantage.
Yeah,
but-
just roll again. It'll detect it. If it's higher, it'll change it.
Oh, it changed.